So then, ladies and gentlemen, Game 2 of the ALCS is this time from Comerica Park, where the Detroit Tigers will host the Chicago White Sox. Win and go to the World Series for the White Sox. Detroit's got to come back from 1-0 down in the series. Good news is, if they win tonight, they'll have Game 3 at home as well. Two very exciting teams here. They put on a show over the regular season, and they're doing so here now in the postseason. Winner faces the Atlanta Braves in the 5-game World Series. Who will it be? So on the mound will be Tarik Skubal. He wasn't the ace this season necessarily for Detroit, but he was statistically the better pitcher. Or actually, that's not even true. I think he was 1-2 in the ERA rankings with that of Garrett Cole. On the mound to lead off will be Ronald Acuna Jr. Fastball will be low, 1-0 the count. Yeah, if we look at the ERA rank or the Cy Young rankings, it was less than 0.2 of a run, by the way, between the two pitchers. Garrett Cole finished with a 2.35 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 4-2. Skubal with a 2.51, 25 strikeouts, and a 3-3. Excuse me for just a moment, as Acuna is 1-1. Two and two to Acuna. That one is going to be hit up the right side for a base hit. That one even will trickle to the wall. That will surely be extra bases for Acuna, as running into the wall will be Julio Rodriguez, and Acuna will make it into second standing up. Leadoff double for Acuna Jr. in a game where, again, the White Sox, if they win, will go to the World Series. That is a massive turn of events there, as that one, again, hit very well, looping over the head there of Gleyber Torres at second. And they didn't really get on top of it quick enough, Detroit. So, Trey Turner now stepping in. Runner on second.
Nope, outside.
Nobody out. 1-0 count, as that one's outside. That one foul. 1-1 the count. This will be slightly a Cinderella story here for the Chicago White Sox. Of course, the American League was close enough realistically to get us in the position where they could have won this. Finished third in the American League this season, the White Sox, behind the Blue Jays, and then, of course, the one-seed Tigers. These teams, I think, on paper as well, very even. 2-2 the count here to Turner. That one's going to be high. Count moves to full. Corbin Carroll on deck. And whoa, come on now. Trey Turner will make his way to first on the first walk of the game allowed for Tarik Skubal. I tell you what, I'm in no way, shape, or form rooting for either side here, but that was a very questionable call here early, as that one is going to be absolutely crushed out to the right side. It won't clear the wall, but Carroll will at least score one, maybe two runs. Carroll makes it into second. Sorry, he'll actually make it to third. And Trey Turner's walk, that should have been a strikeout, ends up being worth 2 runs here in the top of the first, as Corbin Carroll pipes that one out to the right field. Oh, this is already turning into a terrible game here for the Detroit Tigers when they realistically should be in position to win this game. They're at home. They got one of the best pitchers in the American League on the mound. Jose Ramirez stepping in, still nobody out, and now a runner on third here in the top of the first. I mean, this is a Cinderella story by all means. Well, that tells me is we're going to have a hell of a series here, if so it is to be the case, between the White Sox and the Atlanta Braves. I mean, it's already looking very dire here. Yeah, for the Tigers. That fastball, again, probably should go down as a strike there. Instead, it goes as a ball, 1-2. Check swing. They'll point over to first, and I didn't get. I tell you what, didn't Aaron Judge have a call like that in Game 2 just the other day versus Pittsburgh? He had a call very similar to that with a check swing, except it had gone the other way. Luis Robert Jr. will bat next after Ramirez. 3-2, runner on third. 2-0 White Sox. That one's hit up the middle there. Gloved by Ha-Sung Kim. That will, however, score the run from third. And the White Sox are up 3-0 here in the top of the first. Ramirez, despite getting out, has himself an RBI, and Luis Robert Jr. stepping in. 3 runs allowed in the first inning for Tariq Skubal, who, for what it's worth here, if I can just pick up the statistics here. That one was a ball. Tariq Skubal allowed 7 runs in 25 innings, and he's allowed 3 here in just the top of the first. This is not going well for Tariq Skubal. Well, he'll get some help on that one. Luis Robert Jr. will go down on strikes. And now happening will be, I believe it'll actually be Dansby Swanson. He's having his first at-bat of the season. Oh, this is insane. Dansby Swanson, if you're just joining us, hang on just a minute. Let's recap what's happening here. Dansby Swanson has been submitted into this lineup by its manager to play left field. The game absolutely detests Dansby Swanson being in left field. Seiya Suzuki always, at the beginning of the game, comes in and replaces Dansby Swanson in left. This is Dansby Swanson's first appearance of the season here at all. This is his first at-bat of the season for Dansby Swanson. The changeup will be low. We have no idea what's going to happen here. Surely, as soon as we go into the bottom of the first, Seiya Suzuki will take his place in left. Unless, maybe not, that one's hit super well. It does go foul at the end of it. That one would have absolutely been good for extras there. That one's fouled behind. It's 1-2. 26th offering for Tariq Skubal. Outside changeup, 2-2. Dansby Swanson in his first plate appearance of the season. That one's going to be popped foul into the bleachers. This is just incredible. Imagine if he hits a home run here. I would lose my mind, that's for sure. That one's going to be foul. 2-2 to Dansby Swanson. 29th offering from Skubal. That one's going to be low. Dansby Swanson is 1 pitch away from having a 1 OPS. The full count pitch, the 30th offering from Skubal. And Swanson's going to hit it to Torres at second. The play I don't think is going to be made. Dansby Swanson has a hit in his first at-bat of the season. As Gleyber Torres tried to come up with it, it was hit just, I think, a little too far out of reach there for Torres, who misses it on the dive. But Dansby Swanson will take first. He has a 1 batting average. He has a 1 OPS. This is insane. JT Real Muto now stepping in. Oh, how can you not be romantic about baseball? Runner on first, 1-0 the count. It'll be 2-0 as the fastball is low. And Skubal, I tell you what, for a team this season of the Detroit Tigers, which I think by and large, is he going to seal second? Yes, he will. Dansby Swanson has stolen second on his debut for the Chicago White Sox. 3-1 the count. Tell you what, Detroit being one of the not necessarily highlight teams as far as, on the offensive side of the ball. They've dominated the American League with solely the pitching, I have to say. This is going to be a tricky one as that one's fouled behind. The count moves to full for Real Muto. Hit on the ground to the right side, gloved by the first baseman, and that will end the inning. 3 runs put up by the White Sox, and Dansby Swanson might just go down as the MVP, realistically. It's 3-0 Sox heading into the bottom of the first. On the mound will be Sonny Gray. Now, this is where things might get difficult Because Sonny Gray was, I think, far and away one of the weak spots of this Sox organization here. Clayton Kershaw didn't have a good season on the mound. Gray had even worse. And Suzuki, damn it. First offering to Green, big swing and a miss for strike one. If we look at the ERA statistics for Sonny Gray, Gray had a 7.83 ERA this season. 20 runs allowed on 23 innings pitched. One of the worst. Matter of fact, I think the worst in the league of the starters. I can check back again. I think maybe did George Kirby have him beat on the wooden spoon? No, George Kirby only had a 740. So Sonny Gray, the worst pitcher statistically of the starters in the league. Finished 1-5 on the season. That one's going to be hit pretty well out to left. Seiya Suzuki is going to make the grab for the first out. So here's the rest of the order for the Detroit Tigers. It'll be over next to Julio Rodriguez, followed by Juan Soto, Matt Olson, the first baseman, Will Smith, the catcher, Alex Bregman, the Golden Glover, Gleyber Torres, Taylor Ward, and Ha-Sung Kim to round out the order. Sonny Gray had 28 strikeouts this season. Actually had more strikeouts on the season than Tariq Skubal, but has, 5 ERA more and 2 less wins. Sinker's going to go low, 2-0. So I think, if anything, for the Detroit Tigers, this might be where they actually start to, I think, come back is a bit bold, but maybe where they might have a slight edge here is even a team that may struggle offensively. As that one's going to be hit up the middle. It's going to be gloved by the second baseman. Good play over to first. As good play there from Trey Turner.
The left fielder,
Juan Soto stepping in now, and it's no secret that Juan Soto's had a difficult season at the plate this season. I don't believe he even has 1 run batted into his name. I'll have to go look again. Yeah. Not 1 run batted in this season for Juan Soto. It has been a difficult time here. But if there's ever a time for Juan Soto to come alive, it's here in the postseason in dire circumstances. 0-2, that one's going to hit him. Soto will make his way to first. It'll be now over to Matt Olson. That one's going to find the zone for strike one. Olson had 3 runs batted in on the season. Tied for joint 4th amongst the Tigers, behind Gleyber Torres with 4, Alex Bregman with 4, Julio Rodriguez with 4. Tied with Will Smith on 3, as that one's going to be hit, but foul. Tell you what, if that was hit fair, that would have absolutely cleared the yard. Runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the first. That one nearly getting Olson on the way past. Inside, 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and Olson, well, Detroit will go into the top of the second, still scoreless. It is 3-0 White Sox here. Not looking good. Skubal remains on the mound. He's about to throw his 38th pitch of the game. Gunnar Henderson stepping up. The fastball finds the inside corner. That'll be strike 1. That one's going to be foul behind. Strike 3 to Gunnar Henderson, as that is going to be 3 pitches. 3 strikes for Tariq Skubal, a second of the game.
The first baseman, number 6, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz stepping in. Potentially a makeup call there. Fastball quite low, but goes for strike one.
Ball one. 1-1.
Larry Bullard, get out of here. 1-1 the count. Oh, man. That one's going to be hit to the ground, gloved by Ha-Sung Kim, thrown over to first, and that'll be the second out.
Now back, designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So Acuna stepping up, his second trip to the plate today. The changeup's going to go low. 1-0 the count now. Acuna doubled in the top of the first there. We didn't at that point know the shellacking that was going to get put on the Detroit Tigers. Of course, I talk about them. Still a lot of innings left in this game. We've seen crazier comebacks. 2-0 the count, because that one's going to go high. Too high for the likings of Larry Bullard. Tariq Skubal, his 46th pitch of the game. He's only in the top of the second as well. Changeup's going to find the zone 2-1. That one's hit pretty well, but foul. And the fastball is going to find the bottom edge. That'll be strike three, and that will retire the side as Acuna goes down on strikes. Tigers coming up to bat again. It'll be interesting to see if Skubal remains in the mound to the next inning. I'm not sure he will. Stepping up will be Will Smith.
1-0.
Curveball outside from Gray. Gray has had a good day so far. Of course, we're only in the bottom of the second, but he handled the Tigers pretty well. Just the one runner allowed from hitting Soto in his at-bat. 2-0 the count. That one was inside. Curveball outside, 3-0. Alex Bregman on deck here, 3-0 count. Bit risky swinging on 3-0. Isn't that some sort of unwritten rule? You're not supposed to swing at a 3-0 pitch? I think if he didn't swing there, that would have been a walk, and that one's popped into the air. Trey Turner stepping under, and it has to be said, Will Smith swung at two pitches he probably shouldn't have there, and that results in the first out. Hey, what did Billy Beane say in Moneyball? Getting on base is most important. They've only done it once so far. Alex Bregman stepping up now. Bregman had 4 runs batted in on this season. Was one of the more consistent players for this Tigers side.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He had 2 homers on the season. Tied for joint second behind Gleyber Torres' 3, Olson's 2, Smith's 2, and Julio Rodriguez had 1. 1-2 the count to Bregman. Swung on and missed on the cutter outside, and that'll be the second out.
Batting 7.
So now over to Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres.
Golden Glover second baseman.
Oh, that's a ball. 1 ball, no strike.
One of the most entertaining second basemen to watch this season. For what it's worth, for what it's worth as well, he did pretty well in the offensive category as well. He was behind Altuve, as that one is going to go for a base hit there. First of the game for the Tigers, as it just loops over the head of the first baseman. Was only behind Jose Altuve in the second baseman rankings for the Silver Slugger. So, Gleyber Torres has had a good season. I tell you what, if I was Furch, I would be saving Gleyber Torres. Taylor Ward now stepping in, the designated hitter. Bottom of the second, runner on first with 2 outs. White Sox still in control of this one. 3-0 is, I think, another call getting away from Larry Bullard. Tell you what, you're in the postseason. You can't have too many of these close ones, that's for sure. That's a fastball high. 2-0 the count.
That's the ball.
Outside fastball, 3-0. Ha-Sung Kim getting ready to step in. Rather unimpressive on either side of the ball for Detroit this season. I guess you could have almost made a case for a Golden Glove for him. He was pretty fun to watch at shortstop there. That'll be a walk issued to Taylor Ward with Ha-Sung Kim now stepping up here. Runner in scoring position now. First offering to Kim, the fastball is going to go low. The 1-0. That one is fouled into the air. 1-1. This will be the 37th offering from Sonny Gray. That one fouled behind 1-2. Okay, so Ha-Sung Kim really has to get on top of this one. Outside curveball, 2-2.
2-2.
On the curveball, check swing from Kim, and that'll be strike 3, and that will end the inning. Well, the Tigers had a chance there to at least get some runs on the board, but nothing happened. Sonny Gray is rolling. End of the second inning. White Sox still lead this one 3-0. Screwball remains in the mound. That's a little bold. Trey Turner stepping in. He was walked in his first appearance. 0-1 as he swung on that previous pitch. And on the ground to the right side, gloved by Torres in the outfield grass, thrown over to first, and that'll be the first out.
Now batting.
Good play from Torres. Corbin Carroll now stepping in. He had the 2 RBI triple in the top of the first there. He has definitely been the player to look out for. Not to mention, I believe he is one of our Silver Slugger candidates as well.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. He had 3 RBI across the season. He led all shortstops. Not to mention the fact that he's got 2 RBI today. 1-2 to Corbin Carroll. Slider's going to go low. Swung on a miss for strike 3. The slider low in the dirt again. And Carroll had a heck of a swing there. That'll be the 4th strikeout for Screwball. 2 outs here in the top of the middle inning. Jose Ramirez, the Golden Glove third baseman, stepping in. First offering is foul behind. Fouled over the right side, 0-2. Fastball high and tight. 59th offering from Screwball. That one's going to be popped into the air out to shallow center. Julio Rodriguez under it, and that'll be the catch for the 3rd out. 1-2-3 inning there offensively for the Chicago White Sox, and now heading into the bottom of the 3rd, the Tigers, I think, still have time to work here, but they got to get going quickly. So Riley Green, the top of the order, will step in. Sonny Gray's 40th offering, and the slurve will be inside. Fastball finds the zone 1-1. That one's going to be popped into the air out to shallow center. And that should be the grab there easily for Luis Rivera Jr. for the 1st out. Now over to Julio Rodriguez. The Silver Slugger center fielder. 4 RBI, led all center fielder this season. He grounded out in the first inning. Cutter goes low, 1-1. That one foul. That one's going to be hit over to the right side, and that will go for a base hit as it's gloved by Robert. Rodriguez, I don't believe, is going to have an opportunity to go to second, but it'll be a base hit for Julio Rodriguez. And that'll put it over to Juan Soto. Well, can Soto do something to turn around his season here? Or will it be much of the same? Remember, he was hit in his first at-bat. Oh, and 1 pitch on the way. Outside fastball. Inside fastball, 2-1. That one is going to hit Soto, but he has gone around and swung. And the count moves to 2-2. That one's foul behind, not necessarily bizarre circumstances. Checks over to first. Back in time. Two and 2 to Soto. The sinker outside, and the count moves to full. And the curveball is going to go low, and Soto will make his way to first for the second time today.
The batter, the first baseman.
And now Matt Olson stepping up. Runners on first and second with only 1 out. Can Olson deliver the goods and put Detroit back on level pegging here, or at least cut the deficit? Curveball hit on the ground to the right side, and that one will at least score 1 run. Carroll will relay the throw to Turner, and there will be no throw from Turner. Runners will now remain at first and second. That'll put a run on the board. As Matt Olson, will he potentially get some momentum going here? For the Detroit Tigers. Again, they got to win this game to stay alive. Will Smith stepping up. Curveball, high and away, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Will Smith popped out in the second inning. Be the 57th offering from Gray. Slur finds the top of the zone, 1-1.
1 strike.
That one's hit pretty well over the right side. It may even score the runners. Back at the wall, Carroll makes the grab, but it should at least tag up and score 1. And no, it'll only advance the runner to third.
The third baseman, number 13, Alex Bregman.
Bregman stepping up. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. This is a big at-bat here. And that one is crushed! Out to left! See you later! And the Tigers take the lead! Alex Bregman putting the home side on top, and the 3-run advantage for the White Sox has vanished. What a game this is. Alex Bregman. I mean, come on now. Sonny Gray got into a position where he could have walked away with today's win. Instead, he's got to battle for 2 more innings. 387 feet out to left, and the Tigers, the home side, who haven't had anything going prior to this point, are now suddenly in control. It's a 1-0 count to Gleyber Torres as the sinker was outside. Torres singled in the second inning. Slurve goes low, 2-0. And the Slurve finds the zone there, 2-1.
One strike.
Fastball outside, 3-1. I tell you what, Larry Bullard has had very many less questionable calls since that first and second inning. That one's going to be popped into the air to the right side. Carroll's going to be racing over to it, and he does make the grab over by the wall in foul territory. But Alex Bregman and the Detroit Tigers suddenly in control of this one, 4-3, heading into the top of the fourth. Do you keep Schoolball on the mound, or do you cycle someone else in?
Now pitching for the Tigers.
And it will be Alex Lange.
Number 55. Alex
Lang. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know how to pronounce that. Lang stepping in. I think that was probably the right decision anyway. Schoolball, got to this point. He was already, mid-70s into pitch count heading into the fourth. In this close a game, I think you got to take that risk and put on the relief pitcher. I'm wondering if Chicago will do the same. Luis Robert Jr. stepping in, one of the least offensively productive players on this White Sox side. Top of the fourth, 1-1 the count. And just as I praised Larry Bullard last inning, he gives us that one, 1-2. That one's hit pretty well in the air out to right. It looks like it should be an easy grab, and it is. So Riley Green settles under that one and makes the grab for the first out. It's over to Seiya Suzuki, who didn't get to bat yet today. Remember, Dansby Swanson actually had taken his first plate appearance, got a hit for what it's worth. The 1-0 count, Suzuki will follow that one behind. Foul. Outside curveball, 2-1. Quick look at Chafin, warming up in the bullpen for the Tigers. That one foul. That one's popped into the air. Matt Olson stepping under it, and he will make the grab in foul territory for the second out. So now it's JT Realmuto stepping in. Curveball high and tight, 1-0. Sinker, 1-1 count. Curveball, 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will bring us to the bottom of the fourth. The Tigers, can they continue to tack on more runs? 4-3. Gray remains on the mound. That's a little bold. Taylor Ward stepping in, swings and misses on the curveball for strike 1. Ward was walked in the second inning. Only the second base runner allowed for Detroit to that point. That one's hit pretty well out in the air, out and right. Not well enough. Luis Robert Jr. is going to be getting under that one, and that'll be the first out.
Now batting.
So it's Ha-Sung Kim. 67th offering from Gray, and the fastball is going to go a tick high for ball one.
No.
Fastball outside, 2-0. Fastball finds the outside corner, 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2 on the curveball.
Two balls, two strikes.
That one foul.
Full count.
Inside slurve, the count moves to full. Riley Green on deck. That one's going to be foul. And we'll do it again. Inside sinker, and that'll move Ha-Sung Kim to first. Now the top of the order, Riley Green due up.
31. Riley Green.
So runner on first, one out here, bottom of the fourth. First offering to Green is a sinker that finds strike one. Swung on and missed for strike two on the curveball.
No balls, two strikes.
That one nearly hits Green. That will advance the runner to second. As that one gets away from the catcher, JT Realmuto. Goes down as a wild pitch. Ha-Sung Kim moves his way to second. Could it be falling apart here for Sonny Gray? Looked so promising in the first two innings. Hit to the ground to the right side, gloved by the first baseman, and he'll make the play at the bag for the second out.
The center fielder, number 44.
So now it's over to Julio Rodriguez. If he's good for a base hit here, that'll give Detroit a 2-run advantage going into the final inning. Foul behind, 0-1. That one hit well, but foul. That one nearly getting Julio. High and tight fastball there goes 1-2. Swung on a miss for strike three. The ball goes in the dirt. Realmuto will make the play over to first. That will end the fourth inning. The White Sox need to get some offensive production here if they want to go to the World Series in this game. 4-3 to score. Heading into the top of the fifth. Stepping in now will be Andrew Chafin. Gunnar Henderson stepping up. Silver slugging shortstop. Struck out in the second inning and his only trip to the plate so far. Hit up the middle to the left side, gloved by Kim, thrown over to first, and that'll be the first out.
The first baseman, number 6,
Yandy Diaz stepping up now. He's 0 for 1 today.
That's the ball.
Fastball low and inside, 1-0. And on the ground, it'll just trickle foul. Foul behind, 1 and 2. That one foul. Inside slider, 2 and 2. That one foul behind. 2 and 2 still. That one foul. Diaz is battling Chafin rather well here. That one foul as Diaz just can't find the barrel, or at least the timing. And Chafin has yet to put him away. Another foul. I believe he's going for the 9th pitch of the at-bat here. That one will go foul. This will go down as the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. That one's hit pretty well over to the wall out and left. It will bounce to the wall. That one is going to be extra bases. Yandy Diaz will make his way to second after battling Andrew Chafin to 11 pitches.
The batter, the designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So Ronald Acuna Jr. stepping up now. Runner on second with only 1 out. The Sox could tie this game. The sinker goes low, 1-0 the count. Acuna doubled in the first inning. He's 1 for 2 on the day. This would absolutely be the time here to do something spectacular. Sinker on the outside edge, 1-1. And the slider outside, 2-1. Trey Turner will be stepping up next. Hit up the middle, gloved by Chafin, thrown over to first, and that will be the second out. Acuna, however, is now 90 feet away. Anything hit over to the right side, or perhaps even to the left side, that goes for a base hit for Trey Turner. That will score the run. The White Sox, on the other hand, are down to their last out. Turner's got to make something happen here. Turner fouls that one. 1-1 the count. Win and they stay alive, the Detroit Tigers, and we come back again for one more game. Sox down to their last strike. Foul behind. Chafin is potentially 1 pitch away from forcing a game 3. Oh, and that one's going to hit Turner. Corbin Carroll, the silver slugging right fielder, stepping in here for the White Sox. Outside slider, 1-0. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. The 1-0. Check swing. 2-0 the count to Carroll. He wants to get on base here. Swung on and missed for strike 1. The fastball. Getting past Carroll. That one foul behind, and again the White Sox down to their last strike. Can Chafin put it away? Foul behind, we'll do it again. Can Corbin Carroll produce some magic? Outside slider. One strike to win this game. Jose Ramirez on deck. Big pitch right here. And the sinker's gonna go low. Corbin Carroll will make his way to first. The bases are loaded for Jose Ramirez. One swing and a drive, and that could send the White Sox to the World Series. Or will the Tigers win this game, escape the jam, or potentially will it have to go to the bottom of the fifth? Ramirez is 0 for 2, and he's 0-1 in this at-bat. Foul behind, 0-2. The Golden Glover, can he produce some batting magic here? Jose Ramirez, 0-2. That one is going to be hit in the air out to the right side. The catch should be made by Rodriguez at the warning track, and the Tigers win this game. Detroit escapes the jam in the top of the fifth. Base is loaded. And that will force a Game 3 here in the ALCS. And that means we're going to get another edition of Garrett Cole versus Clayton Kershaw.